Weekend update, week 2 of the NFL.
As a Commanders fan, I'd honestly rather be tortured by Jigsaw than watch this offense again. At least in Saw, you get a quick death. This feels like being waterboarded with Dasani.
Look, the Packers dominated the trenches even without Zach Tom and Jerry Jones. Screw you, buddy. Okay, you basically gift wrapped them another star. They went from good to great, and all because Grandpa Old Money wanted to play Madden with the trade button through. Breaking news out of Cincinnati: Joe Burrow is injured again because the Bengal owners refuse to invest in an O-line. Because why would you protect your franchise QB when you can? Save money for chili sponsorships? Yeah, at this point, Burrow's knees are basically on an annual subscription plan. Bengals, they are cooked, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, the Cowboys versus the Giants. Who knew? But this is a game of the year candidate, overtime thriller. Did we forget about the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills already? I think so, because this one was insane, okay? Russell Wilson, yeah, that guy, he threw for 450 yards. Yeah, that Russ.
The deep ball was working, except for Cowboys defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus, who apparently doesn't believe in covering the deep pass.
Into it. Here comes the Hail Mary with the game on the line. And the ball is caught! Caught!
Detroit absolutely smacked Chicago, belt to ass. This wasn't a game, it was child abuse.
Yo, it looked like Flash Thompson bullying Peter Parker, man. All right, before the spider bite. People doubting the Lions roster, yeah, they're still top 2, and they're not 2.
The Rams pulled away late thanks to Matt Stafford. Hey, Eagles fans, that's what it looks like when your quarterback actually takes over a game. Try it sometime.
He doesn't have to take over the game. We still win. All right, so the Dolphins are 0-2. And history says teams starting 0-2 don't traditionally make the playoffs. Tua still can't push the ball downfield. At this point, his deep throws are basically screen passes with the dream.
Meanwhile, Mike Vrabel gets his first win with the Patriots. Who knew Belichick's hoodie wasn't the magic? It was just Vrabel's jawline. 49ers rolled with Mac Jones and actually won without Kittle and Ayuk. Honestly, Mac Jones is like the Kirkland brand of quarterbacks. Not flashy, but solid and affordable.
Yeah, maybe San Fran should just ditch Purdy, okay? Keep Mac, finally spend some money on an offensive line before someone else's seasons die. So in other news, Justin Fields reverted back to pre-puberty Clark Kent. This is the guy we did expect. Athletic, but blind as a bat throwing the football. Josh Allen didn't even play well, which sucks because he's on my fantasy. And last week he played lights out and I accidentally didn't start him. So, it didn't really matter though. Bills put belt to ass on the Jets.
And Houston, we were never clear for takeoff. The Steelers have the most expensive defense in the NFL, and they let Sam Darnold and Justin Fields cook them? That's like overcooking a Wagyu steak. How does that happen?
At this point, I think Tomlin, that legendary coach, he just might need to go. Rodgers is done after this year, and the Steelers, they just need to blow it up. All right, the legendary Joe Flacco returned to Baltimore, and honestly, the highlight wasn't the game. It was Flacco and Lamar dapping each other up at the end. Peak Ravens moment, the past and the present shaking hands while Browns fans cry.
Daniel Jones is 2-0. Who saw this coming? Not Joe Shane, not Brian Dable, not Stevie Wonder. Apparently, if you want to resurrect your career, just leave the Giants.
The Broncos were supposed to have the best defense in the league. I'm pretty sure we said that last week, but Daniel Jones just cooked them. Just straight cooked them. So either Daniel Jones is actually good or Denver's defense is the most overrated thing since NFTs.
This game almost turned into a comeback thriller after an onside kick recovery.
But let's be real. This was 2 tanking teams competing for the right to get the number 1 pick. That's not football. That's a yard sale.
Still no way to stop the tush push. Do refs even enforce false starts on that play, or is it just rugby now? The Eagles are the Shrek of the NFL. Ugly on the outside, but everything magically goes their way thanks to plot armor.
The problem is that we call Shrek ugly, but honestly, he's not ugly. He's only ugly by societal standards. And the Eagles are only ugly by societal standards, okay? Just because people can't stop the tush push and do it as well does not mean that it is not an effective play and that is something that should be banned from the NFL. Anyway, let me just say, the Chiefs, they could not move the ball at all. Mahomes still looks like he's throwing to a group chat of Uber drivers. The Falcons versus the Vikings. Snooze fest, ladies and gentlemen. For all the old heads who missed Smash Mouth football, this was a game for you. No touchdowns till the 4th quarter.
JJ McCarthy looked bad, and if Kevin O'Connell can't make this kid work, then you're just not that guy, pal. Bucks are off to another hot start. Question is, can they avoid the annual mid-season collapse? Baker Mayfield came in clutch at the end.
Yeah, you know, Baker Mayfield's like that ex you broke up with to find yourself and then shows back up at the reunion with a summer glow-up six-pack and a better job than you. It's crazy.
The Raiders refused to run the ball early, which left Geno Smith throwing 43 times. 43? It's not like I need Ashton Jetty to get 100 yards on my fantasy team, but nah, let's just ignore the best weapon on the field.
Yeah, meanwhile, Justin Herbert sliced and diced that defense. The Chargers defense still looks like one of the best.
Thank you for watching. Weekend update, week 2 of the NFL. I'm Z Shaw.
I'm Jay.
And we'll be back again. Thank you for watching. Comment what you thought about week 2, like and subscribe for more updates later.